Good day, folks. I'm here to bring you an immensely important update on Synthetix. In this video, I'm going to run through some tactical analysis, talk about what I see happening both short-term and long-term, explain what this is and why you should care, and why right now is an extremely critical place for Synthetix. I see a lot of opportunity here. So, folks, like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell icon and notify notifications, and I'll tell you why. Folks, I put Synthetix in my top 3 coins list for this 2021 bull run. I was talking about Synthetix at around $7. If you'd been following us and if you would have gotten in, let's say $8, you could have been up on Synthetix over 180%. So folks, like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell icon and find new because we have been killing it in terms of calling major support and resistance, reviewing fundamentals, breakouts, price targets, all that stuff. Folks, stay with us, and I'm here to bring you another important update. I'm here to ring the alarm bells once again because I see Synthetix forming a descending triangle. It is near an apex point. It is near a breakout. We are likely to see a big move with Synthetix in the near future here. So let's delve into this and kind of describe what I see happening. So we're in this descending triangle. We have, I'd say, two to 5 days before we break out of this pattern here, this descending triangle. Whatever way we break out of this thing, I think we're very likely to trend in that direction for quite some time. Now, I want to highlight a few key support levels that you need to be aware of. I think $21 to $20.50 is the most important support level for Synthetix. If we start to break below these regions, I would be worried that Synthetix is no longer short-term bullish. And as well, folks, I had this green box here drawn as my accumulation range from a while ago. I let our VIP Discord members know about this a while ago. So if you want to support us, consider joining our VIP Discord. You get access to that through our Patreon. Link for that will be down in the description below. They get access to all our setups, catalysts, low cap gems, that kind of thing. So make sure you check that out, folks. But yeah, this, if you'd been following us, if you would have been a part of our Patreon, you could have accumulated here and understood that the importance of this range. So as well, if we zoom out here, you can see how last time we pumped and dumped, the lowest we fell and where we found support was the 200 EMA on the 4 hour. So this is clearly a strong support level. That is currently, the 200 EMA in the 4 hours currently at $21.50. As well, $21, nice psychological level. That's where we found support last time we dumped. There's a lot of volume here. So $21, I'd say $21.40, $21.40 to $20.50 is where I would be looking to accumulate Synthetix if we fell down that low. Now, if we break out bullishly, I think we have a very good chance of tackling all-time highs, although I do think we're going to experience some kind of resistance at these levels here from, I'd say, $24.30 to $25.60, and aside from that, $26.90 to, I'd say, $27.20. Once we get past these two regions of resistance, I think we're going to tackle all-time highs and our price discovery. I think my next short-term price targets are kind of $31 and $34 if we can tackle these resistance levels here. And also, just to kind of briefly explain what Synthetix is and why I'm so excited about this opportunity and why I wanted to make this video while Synthetix is correcting. I want to bring you guys great projects, not when things are pumping, but when things are correcting. Because I think right now, personally, if I hadn't gotten into Synthetix yet, and if I were so inclined to get into Synthetix, I think right now would be a great place to start to dollar cost average my way into Synthetix, because Synthetix has had, over a 20% correction over the last, few days here. So you want to be buying things on dips. You don't want to chase pumps, guys. You want to be buying things when people are fearful. Be greedy when people are fearful, and be fearful when people are greedy. On the dip is when you buying the dip is where is the most profit potential. You don't want to be buying when stuff has pumped. And so just to explain what Synthetix is, so Synthetix plays in derivatives. Derivatives are essentially leveraged representations of assets. So you can create a synthetic version of anything and make it tradable on a decentralized platform, which is what Synthetix is doing. It is by far the leader in its niche. And folks, in the legacy markets, in the stock market, derivatives is far larger than the trading of the underlying assets. In crypto, it's the exact opposite. Crypto is maturing as an asset class. Crypto, the whole market as a whole, is very likely to do, maybe a 10, 15, 20x over the next few months and years. So if crypto is to mature as an asset class, and if derivatives in the legacy market is far larger than the trading of the underlying asset class, then I think there's a good chance that perhaps derivatives is destined to grow and be larger than the trading of the underlying asset class in crypto. And if the whole market can do a 2015x, what could derivatives do if derivatives is destined to be far larger someday than the trading of the underlying assets? So, folks, I'm insanely bullish on Synthetix. I've been in Synthetix ever since $4, $5, $6, $7. And yes, we have pumped quite a lot, but I don't think we've seen anything yet. Derivatives is different, folks. It's in a whole league of its own. I think the ceiling for something like SNX is probably a lot higher than a lot of other coins because of the nature of the market it plays in. It's not, it's not like an Ethereum or a Bitcoin that can have, it's limited due to its giant size. Derivatives may one day surpass the trading of the underlying asset class in crypto. And so I believe that the ceiling for derivatives plays such as Synthetix is far larger than most coins. And so yes, we have pumped quite a lot, but I think over the long term, because folks, I'm a long-term investor, I gear these videos towards long-term investing. I think over the long term, Synthetix hasn't done anything yet. I think we're likely to see Synthetix in the hundreds of dollars by the peak of this bull run. I do not know that for sure. I could be wrong, but I do think this market is likely to reach some kind of peak with Bitcoin September, October this year. I'm basing that off a chart by Trading Shot. Trading Shot does a great job of breaking down the Bitcoin cycles. Bitcoin basically moves in 4-year cycles because of the halvings. You can check out the chart I'm referring to by joining our Discord group, link down in the description below. I have this chart posted in our resources section. And basically, the point is, Bitcoin is likely to reach its peak September, October this year. And I think Synthetix has a good chance of reaching some kind of peak roughly a month after Bitcoin, because last cycle the altcoins reached their peak a month after Bitcoin. So I think something similar could happen this time around. So I don't expect Synthetix to top out until October, November this year. So there's many more months of bull run still ahead of us. So I don't think, I still think Synthetix has plenty of room to go up over the long term. Okay, now I want to run through some our indicators here to try to get a sense of what's going on in the short term, because I want to mention something else that I think you guys need to be aware of. So I'll begin by just looking at the daily chart of Synthetix here. So we are seeing some bearish signs. Okay, we got the bearish crossover in the daily MACD right here. That's not good to see. That's extremely bearish. Weighted MACD on the way down. Yeah, although the blue line seems to be starting to curve up. The weighted MACD acts like a leading indicator on the regular MACD. That's why I like looking at it as well. The stochastic RSI, which is great for identifying shifts in trends, has just had a bullish crossover in the oversold region on the daily. That's very interesting. And perhaps what I think will be most telling for future price action for Synthetix is the RSI on the daily. Look at this. The RSI on the daily is clearly in a wedge while we are in an apex, while we are near a breakout point. So whatever way the RSI starts to break out of this wedge on the daily, I think will be very telling for the price action of Synthetix. If we start to fall below this green line here, I think we're going to retest $21 and perhaps a 200 EMA. If we start to go for that leg up here, then we may break out bullishly out of these red resistance lines here. So this is going to be, following the RSI on the daily is going to be very interesting to understand what's going to be happening with SNX in the near term here. So yeah, so we're daily kind of looks bearish with the MACD, but we're starting to see some signs of some strength with the stochastic RSI. So we're not really getting a confluence of reasons. Let's take a look at the 12 hour. Yeah, bearish. I'd say, yeah, still bearish. 12 hour still looks bearish. 6 hour. 6 hours bearish. Yeah, weighted MACD on the way down. Yeah, not seeing a whole lot of strength quite yet. 4 hour. Ooh, bearish crossover. Yeah, 4 hours still bearish. Not seeing a whole lot of strength. Take a look at the 2 hour, yeah, bearish all around. Yeah, 2 hours bearish. And then let's take a look at the 1 to finish off here. Okay, bearish as well. So, actually, before I leave you guys here, look at this. The RSI is nearing an apex here as well. Look at that. So in order to try to understand short-term price action for Synthetix, looking at the hourly RSI is going to be very telling for future price action, because we're in a wedge here, and this is going to break out extremely soon. If we break out bullishly, I think we're retesting our red resistance lines. If we break out bearishly, then I think we have a good chance of retesting our support levels here. So looking at the RSI is great for understanding price direction. So just to kind of summarize here, we do seem bearish on most of the time frames. Ultimately, I think the most important thing to understand is the fact that Synthetix is in this descending triangle and we're near an apex. So I think whatever way we break out of this apex here is going to trump all our indicators. So, you know, if we break out bullishly, I think we have to tackle these red regions. If we can tackle that, I think we're tackling all-time highs. Bullish breakout above all-time highs, I think takes us to $31 and then $34. And bearish breakdown, I think we're gonna test $21, and then the 200 EMA on the 4-hour, whatever that happens to be, it's currently $20.50. If we start to break down below this and close below this, I would be worried that Synthetix is no longer short-term bullish. Although over the long term, I think Synthetix is insanely bullish as well. Before I leave you guys, I do think we could interpret this price action here as a downward moving channel, which, if that is valid, then this could be interpreted as a bull flag. A bull flag essentially being where we have an impulse up and then a downward moving channel, and then at some point, if we have a bullish breakout, we break out and move up the length of the initial impulse. So, I mean, this does sound, you know, kind of crazy to say, but let's just take, you know, the macro impulse. You know, what if we break out bullishly here? I mean, could we reach, I don't know, the $40 range? It sounds crazy to say, but this entire movement here was crazy. So over the next few months, if we can tackle above these levels, could we definitely reach the, you know, the $40 ranges over the next few months? I definitely think so. And again, I do think Synthetix has a good chance of reaching the hundreds of dollars, low hundreds, you know, $100, $200, $300 by the peak of this bull run. I don't know that for sure. I'm going to be looking to sell and scale out more so based off time frames and less so based off specific price targets. I think one should probably just take whatever the market happens to give you. So I think I have a pretty good understanding of when this bull market is likely to peak out. You know, we follow these markets all day long, and there's so many different indicators from on-chart to on-chain indicators that I think I'm going to have I'm going to be able to pretty well time the top of this market. So folks, I mean, stay tuned to this channel, like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell icon to notify new uploads. And so I'm going to be looking to scale out slowly over time. I'm going to start selling late third quarter, early fourth quarter is when I'll start to sell. Because ultimately, you know, for you guys watching, nobody knows for sure when this bull market is likely to end. But, you know, I think it's likely that we reach some kind of peak at some point, and I think there are ways to kind of gauge when that could likely be. And I think September, October, November is when the market is likely to reach some kind of peak. So I'm going to be looking to scale out slowly around then. You know, just a little bit before when the market is supposed to reach some kind of peak. So, you know, folks, I hope I've armed you guys with the knowledge you need to succeed in Synthetix. We are near a breakout point. You know, this could be a bull flag. Ultimately, we just need to see. You could even just wait on the sidelines to see what way we break out of this descending triangle here, and then just trade, you know, accordingly. So yeah, I just wanted to bring you guys, you know, I want to bring you guys attention to this thing. This thing has dipped over 20% in the last few days here, so this is a good project, good fundamentals. I think has a good chance of doing very well long term, and has dipped quite a bit. So if you haven't gotten it in yet, or you're looking at dollar cost average, you know, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not telling you guys what to do, but you know, around these ranges is where I would start to be dollar cost averaging my way into Synthetix. So folks, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell icon to notify new uploads. I really appreciate it, and you guys will stay up to date with the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency. And if you guys want to become a member of our VIP Discord group, they get access to the low cap gems, interesting setups, things like Synthetix, low caps, catalysts, things that we're looking at. Join our Patreon, link down in the description below. We will also be giving away a hardware wallet randomly to one of the first 100 Patreon members that join. So yeah, consider joining. That's it, folks. Take care.